So Dear Zoe is, I would say, both a coming-of-age story and a coming-to-terms story. The narrator, Tess D'Annunzio, is 15. She has lost her much younger sister, Zoe, at about age 3 on 9/11, but not in New York or Washington, in Pittsburgh. I never thought of the novel as a young adult novel. I thought of it as a novel narrated by a young adult. The reaction to it from young people was what surprised me most, because I thought that in order to relate to the story, you had to be an adult with children. You had to understand what that loss could be like. It never occurred to me that teens would identify so strongly with Tess. One of the best things that ever happened for the book was that School Library Journal listed it as one of their best adult books for high school students. So teachers saw that and started teaching it. Just seeing how strongly young people resonated with Tess and her experience was really unexpected and powerful for me. And it's really what's kept it around this long. I mean, it was published in 2005. But the interesting thing in writing the book, I was asked to come speak to a grief group, and I can't remember the name of it, but there's an organization in Pittsburgh that deals with grieving parents. And I was asked to go speak there, and I went in, and someone in the group had mapped my narrator Tess's journey on the circle of grief, which I didn't even know anything about. But there's this circle of grief that proceeds from sort of disbelief to anger and eventually to some sort of acceptance and moving on. Without ever having done any research, Tess's journey follows that circle of grief. And I think that's because we all have this sense of what that might be like. Whether you can sort of chalk that up to universal experience or what, we all have lived prior lives where we've experienced that kind of loss and they echo into this life. Who knows?